061 688 181.
You see, I've been a painter for almost 4 decades, and I have found Global Paints to be very reliable. First, everyone knows we use Global Paint undercoat. Now, for the best results, I continue with Global Paints products. I go for Silk Vinyl when it comes to the interior. Then Global Matte for the ceiling, and when it comes to weatherproof, I go for Global Weather Coat Emulsion. With that one, the house will never peel. Now, there you have a sparkling, magical-looking house. And then the client is very happy. He recommends me to another person who recommends me to another person who recommended me to come and do the advert.
Global Paint, a reliable product.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Genshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules. Plant extract, scientific ratio, take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day, don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Genshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
A lovely morning to you. Oh, excuse me. A lovely morning to you, and thank you so much for being with us on The Extra. I'm Robert Chirabo Nyonyito. That is in case you've just joined, but we are always here from 6:30. I, Julie, Joan, and of course Ruben comes up with sports updates from 6:30. So every weekday, make it a date with us because we kickstart your day with so much information that you need to know, but also some light moments, because we know the night could have been very dark, so much stress, but we cheer you up and give you the vibe for the day, but also set the pace because you begin the day well informed of what is happening locally and internationally. Now, in The Extra, which is an extension of Good Morning Uganda, this morning I'm going to be focusing on girl-child education. One great writer said or wrote, "Educate a girl and you will have educated a nation." However, most developing countries and then the third world countries still grapple with high levels of women or girls that are not educated. To discuss this, I have a student and also a director of a school that concentrates more in promotion of girl-child education. Join me, welcome my guests. I have Lutamaguzi Katamba Joshua, who is the director, Lutamaguzi Memorial High School, and also the deputy director of Finance United Children of Armed Forces Network. Lutamaguzi, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm humbled to be here, and I love it when you talk about the girl child and the United Children of Armed Forces Network, because I belong there. Yeah.
Okay. Also, I have Katushabe Patiency, who is a student, and of course, when we talk about girl-child education, it is more balanced and fair only to have a girl child with us. Good morning and welcome, Katushabe.
Good morning.
Now, I want to begin with Lutamaguzi. Lutamaguzi, when we talk about first, you're in Chankwanzi and you're leading the Lutamaguzi Memorial High School. briefly paint a picture for my viewer. What is this Memorial High School, Rutamaguzi? Is there any connection to the history of this country? You know, are you promoting a legacy of someone? Do you have connection to this?
Thank you so much. When you talk about Rutamaguzi, I think the country can know. His Excellency the President has always called Rutamaguzi a political matter. One who sacrificed his life for the peace that we enjoy today. We are a family of the late hero, Rutamaguzi Babomba Muchibi, who was a son to Onesimo Mukasa. It's a historical name, you must be aware. And we are, when we talk about Rutamaguzi Memorial High School, we are trying to promote the legacy of the great hero, a Ugandan political matter, who sacrificed his life for the peace that we are enjoying today. And focusing on Chankwanzi in particular, it is in Chankwanzi district. I live in the Chankwanzi because many people would say, why not Chikandwa, where we know his background is formerly from Chikandwa. But of course, as you know, we have explored the world because of the democracy and peace. For us, we went to Chankwanzi, and that's where we are really located. And this school, it is in the line of promoting legacy. You know, one of the challenges that Africa still has today is failure to learn from the history. A lot has happened, but it has not been maintained. We've had so many heroes, Rutamaguzi, we have the Rokeches, the Kazin. That's why you're seeing now I'm also under the United Children of Armed Forces Network, because we are trying to do our best to protect the legacy. And it is very important for people to keep our children, and our other children will know that such a matter sacrificed for this country. And that's why it is always a point to the president, because he still recognizes his matters, political matters, that did a sacrifice for the country. And having Rutamaguzi as a school, we want to make sure that this name Rutamaguzi still continues.
Now, that said, why do you put special emphasis on the girl child education? I picked interest because in a family, we are so many, but many of my sisters failed to access to acquire the best that they would acquire. And looking at the situation of, because I've grown up from the village, and I've seen how girls fail to attain education. And I've seen how the president is doing his best to bring women on the table. Because when we look at important women here in Uganda today, like the Prime Minister, Right Honorable Robina Nabanja, she's a lady. I admire Brigadier Charity Bainabo. You see her position, her stand in the army. This is a lady. And when you look at Brigadier General Naroiso, you can see the Speaker of Parliament, the Vice President. So I picked interest, and I loved it most when the First Lady, Mama Janet, also supported, came up with an initiative to promote girl child education. I said, no, I must back up this brilliant idea because I am so passionate about a girl child. Yeah. Now I'll move to Patience here. Patience, when we talk about girl child education, something that needs really special focus and to be intentional, what are those challenges that girls face in education?
Yes, I'm here to talk about empowering parents and communities to support the girl child education. Challenges that girls face education. It may come from poverty in families, poor background, like in communities, poor school facilities, communities that more like rumamongers, from those who are not educated. And you find a girl that has failed to acquire education. Girls face challenges like at school, lack of female teachers or role models at schools to advise girls to stay in school and acquire education. That may lead to school dropout. Early marriages may also lead to girl dropping out from school. Then myth and stereotypes, cultural norms, they also lead to child drop out from school because they affect girls so much. So I'm here to empower parents, communities to support the girl child education so that girls can have education.
Now, you mentioned quite a number of challenges that the girl child faces. Now, one of them is early marriages.
Yes.
Are early marriages still an issue these days? Seeing Chankwanzi, where your school is, do we still see parents marrying off young girls despite having laws and community knowing it is illegal?
Some parents still do it because some, government rules, they might not have been extended to those villages like in Chankwanzi. Some parents still advise their girls to go for early marriages before completing their studies. Early marriages is a problem, at least school dropout. Maybe some parents also focus on financial emphasis more than education expenses to educate girls to have education.
So a parent would rather do business instead of sending a girl to school. Now, that also being said, I'm interested, Patience, still to know from you. You talked about, is it rumor mongering and community something?
Yes.
Do we still have communities here in Uganda? And I would say Chankwanzi is not very far because I don't want to go to Kapchorwa where it's very far, maybe I would expect, that still don't understand the value of educating a young child, a girl?
Some parents don't understand it because they have not got information, they have not gone under workshops and trainings to know how important it is to educate a girl. Therefore, those communities, some you hear that there is no gain in education because some they didn't have education, they don't know what education means. That's what I'm talking of when I say rumor mongers from the community. Some parents are not educated, they don't know the importance of educating girls.
Rightly said. Someone would say, if I have my animals, I have my cows. I sell them, I have money, I'm doing well. You know, and after all, this one is going to be married off and become a wife. Now, why educate? But I think parents watching and communities there, over a time, under the NRM leadership, with the wise leadership of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as the president, we've seen value of educating the girl child. In almost every sphere, every field in Uganda today, we have women who have excelled. Yeah. I do this morning show with two beautiful and powerful ladies, Joan and Julie. You know, they're very good presenters. I want to begin from just here. When we look at the hierarchy of this country, like he said, when you go to hospitals, you find female doctors that's specialized. You're like, this is a neurosurgeon, a woman? So please educate the girl. The sky is the limit. You never know what that child would become of. Now, coming back to you, Rutamaguzi, when she was giving out some of the challenges, she talked about parents saying, I think I should use this money differently. You own a school. Have you seen any bias in parents when educating children? Say he has boys, he has girls, and maybe there's that bias that I concept, or are these things we've moved on over time?
Yeah, of course, being a director of a school, there is a lot that I've learned, right, from parents, the way, the perception, how they look at things, and their efforts in educating a girl child. We really, just like you've said, still have a lot of biasness. You've enumerated very well that you started from here, within here, at UBC here. We have the ladies you've talked about. When you go to hospitals, they are there. But still, we still have a problem, believe me. I'm in the village. I have traversed this country. But believe me, I have found still a lot of challenges. And here also so many people come and say, but why always promote a girl child? You're only leaving out a boy child, you know. But let me tell you, we still have a very big problem when it comes to girls. I'm an administrator. I know. Because we have parents up to now, we still have parents who don't value educating a girl child. They look at girls as assets. This is common in the cattle corridor.
You just reminded me when I had my daughter, and some of the people who came at home to visit said, "Ha, mwazadde kasukali," meaning you gave birth to sugar. I don't think that person will ever come back to my house, because I think maybe I became so emotional. I felt, why would you classify my child as sugar? They've given birth to sugar. Now, when the boy was given birth to, you didn't say anything. You just said, okay. You know, maybe some communities will say, afunyo musika, meaning you've gotten a hair. But looking at my daughter, young, one day, very innocent, and what you see is a sack of sugar. Well, words become, but we've okayed these things. And you know, people smile, and but I feel, in my opinion, it's an insult.
Yeah, it is. Because if a girl, for example, from childhood, you're calling this young girl kasukari. She's going to school, attending primary level, kasukari. Even mothers say, kasukari can, my own sugar, don't touch it. Meaning that you're setting a mind. You're setting a mind to this girl that you have no future. You have a direction. You're giving a direction.
Someone is going to take you and pay me.
You're giving a direction which this girl should take. So I think we can't keep quiet. We can't stop. We need to continue advocating, training, doing workshops, engaging community, sensitizing it about this common goal. We must come up and support this good government. I call it a good government because it is coming up with a lot of initiatives. One, to empower girls to have education. Because the other time I was looking at the statistics, I've seen that UPA has spent almost now 28 years in existence now. 28. That one I can say Juma Mzee. When we talk about Rutamaguzi, this is what he died for. So many people come and they say the president has not paid the heroes, those ones who fought, but they didn't. There is no hero. There is no price that can pay hero. Nothing. But when we see the peace today, when we see such initiatives that are empowering the girl child, for us, many of our people didn't fail to access education, especially the ladies. When those ones in the 60s, now 40s, 60s, and 70s, they failed because of the current government. They didn't come up with such initiatives. Very important, the country may not look at. But that key eye that can focus on a girl child. Here, that's why I want to thank Mama Janet. She's so passionate about a girl child. Very supportive. And in such a period of time of the season, of the political season, I can't fail to call upon the Ugandans to please support this government. She's from Chankwanz. She's here, you are interviewing her. This has not been happening in the previous years. It is because of good government. So we can move, we can talk, we hold the trainings, we move to churches. People are so peaceful. That's enough. Because wherever there is no peace, don't expect education. And the most affected part of the chaos or insecurity are the ladies.
Very true. We heard stories where during insecurities, women undergo so many challenges, including rape or defilement. Now I come back to Patiency. Patiency, how have you made it so far? I've traversed parts of this country, and of course, you find that many of the young girls of your age, either some have been married off, well, with that we can say family, others, even when they have all it takes, they fail to continue studying. What has been your strength that a young girl watching us out there, maybe she has a thought or two or three to say, I think enough is enough? I've seen children, I've seen girls who simply tell you, uncle, that she willingly feels, I'm not continuing, I think I have other things to do. We are in an era where there's so much excitement, entertainment. You see others are over a minute, clubs, what, even in rural areas, still these things are there. So what has been your strength this far?
My strength has been from mostly my teachers. My teachers encouraged me to study because an educated girl has high chances of getting good jobs and becoming very important. So that is the first thing that encourages me to study hard, not dropping out from school. Secondly, I get counseling from my parents, my friends, because I don't engage myself in bad peer groups, because those peer groups, sometimes they are the causes of failure to study. They give you bad information. But for me, my friends also encourage me to stay in school. And I have also seen my role models now who are enjoying life because of just being educated.
Well, now you talked of teachers. I want to interest myself in teachers. One, you said some of your role models are female teachers.
Yes.
I know of schools where the teacher female-male ratio is very low. Is it important to have female teachers in schools? Because there are schools where, looking at, I remember where I went to, we didn't have so much of female teachers, if I remember. So is it even important that while maybe government is recruiting, they factor in that ratio, while a director of a school is recruiting teachers, that he should think of having in more female teachers? Is this important in inspiring the girl child to study?
Yes, employing the female teachers is very important in girl child education, by the way. It is a point in how to help girls to acquire education, employing those female teachers, because girls can approach the female teachers and tell them their problems, challenges they are going through in schools, and get counseling from those female teachers. Because I don't think that a girl can just approach a male teacher to tell him what's going on in her life. Female teachers are always easy to approach and get advice from them.
Now, directors of schools, headmasters, that is very important. You've heard it from a young student who believes this is something you should consider. Schools that are not very cognizant of this fact that, you know, I can't have 80 teachers and I have only 20 female teachers. Yet the population in the school could be even more of the girls in school. Now, coming back to you, Rutamaguzi, looking at empowering and educating the girl child this morning is what we are focusing on. Our viewer there, so if you have children who are girls and they're not in school, please ensure they go to school. If you have negativity towards that, yes, one would say there are those that have not made it, yet they have invested in them. Government of Uganda, I'm very happy, even gave a second chance to girls who have given birth, or pregnant girls, to ensure they get education. I know someone would say, Nasomeso wange afuna rubuto samuzayo. You know, I've heard those talk. You know, she got pregnant and she lost her chances. She wasted them. Take these young girls back to school. Take them, give them a second chance. And you see how they'll have success stories at the end of it. Now, Rutamaguzi, when we talk about girl child education, there are incentives that some people have talked over and over, appeal to government over and over. And I know you're a very good supporter of the NRM government. One of them are sanitary towels. At least if they can be availed free of charge. One person said if condoms are free, why don't we have sanitary towels free? you know, sanitation areas. How easy has it been for you to run a school where such things are not available freely, and where one will tell even the extra, I'm told, I don't own a school, that there's extra expenditures you'd have to incur because you have the girl child in school?
Thank you so much for that concern. You are really you're so passionate about culture. That's I want to applaud you.
I have a very beautiful daughter.
Yeah, thank you so much. But before I come to that, I may forget this very important information and the rounds of applause to the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries for supporting for this program, because I have just a personal friend, a friend of mine, as a Honorable Minister Bright Ramirama. Thank you so much for the creativeness and the innovationness.
They sponsor this show, and you see we have the Uganda coffee. It's called Uganda coffee.
Yeah.
It's in our nature. So wherever you are, make sure you buy Uganda coffee. This is by the Ministry of Agriculture and, of course, more industry. Please, let's continue.
You've asked raised a very big concern, and thank you so much. You're really a very good moderator. When it comes to girls, we who have schools, private schools. I want to talk on behalf of private schools. That's where I understand best. You've mentioned it well, that if we can have so many places have access. You access condoms everywhere, because the Ministry of Health has tried to maneuver and give out. And also there are so many organizations that have donated. The president is talking about it. The Kabaka is talking about it. So they have advocated for it. But when it comes to the sanitary pads, there are just a few. I've always heard Mama crying for this, trying to advocate it. And she's alone. They have not given her backup. The majority is silent about this. And it is very key. That's why for us we came and said, you know, if Mama has such a brilliant ideas, we should come and try to advocate, be supportive. Because we are all concerned citizens. Just living alone, being a teacher and a proprietor of a legacy and a memorial school, but we are Ugandans. We are parents. There are things we say and say, no, we must come here and support. So when it comes to sanitary pads, for us what we do, we are trying to train schools how to make reusable sanitary pads. Because the fact is, only that now community is improving, but we still have the people who cannot afford to buy a sanitary pad for a child.
And they're fairly expensive. If you're to look at an ordinary Ugandan, I'm just figuring a father of 4 girls.
4, yeah.
Now, I don't know the cost, but I think she knows the cost, and our viewers know the cost. And if every month that father, each of the girls has to get 1 or 2 packets, that may be a bit hard for the father. Yes, for the father, mostly in the rural setting. And improvising in schools may not be that very comfortable, I want to believe.
Yeah, it is so challenging. And here I want to call upon organizations that can come up and support. I want to call upon the Parliament of Uganda to include such programs on budget. Let us have the funding to support these younger girls. Actually, I pray that the NRM still continues in power, and this, of course, the statistics can tell that Muzei is on top. Yeah, these are my words. I've just made research. Yeah, because I've only discovered that in Kalamoja there is no opposition candidate for no member of parliament. Ankole, just a few. I've discovered in Irango there is no candidate for NUP. Those are all indicators that NRM is strong, because it is advocated for, it has structures on the ground, and because there is we have so many governments, and for example, in Kenya, and I've not had such initiatives. And I've not heard of this. I've not had any first lady of any country trying to fight hard to promote girl child education. And Mama is a very good example.
Well, I must go for a break at that, but of course, we can not at any one time doubt the efforts of our First Lady in doing this. Others could also be trying in other countries, but of course, she's come out very vividly to push for girl child education and support the girl child initiative at all levels, empowering women. Let me go for a short break. I return. I still have my student here with me. That is Katushabe Patience and Lutamaguzi Katamba Joshua. We are looking at empowering the girl child and communities to support the girl child education in Uganda. Keep it with us.
Live from UBC studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Ginshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules, plant extract, scientific ratio, take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day, don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Ginshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful Kids Water Park. We are located on Aroa Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Aroa City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
Live from UBC studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Thanks for keeping it with us. It is the Extra on UBC TV, empowering the girl child and communities to support education. We need to educate the girl child of this country. We must say we've made tremendous strides, but of course there's still so much that we can do as a country. When we look at the numbers of girls enrolling in education, you see the numbers are very, very promising. The only challenge we still face is the high dropout rates. If you look at statistics, how many girls enroll at primary 1 and how many girls complete P7, that is primary, how many girls go up to senior 4, then how many make it to advanced and university, you'll find out that the school dropout rate is still high. Despite, if you look at finally how many girls complete, the numbers also may be fairly balancing. I was looking at the Makele graduation, the recent graduation, and you find that, yes, there are quite a number of ladies. Actually, I think the number of women outnumbered the boys that graduated at Makele. And so at some universities also these statistics are happening. So, Lutamaguzi, some now feel we've reached somewhere.
Yeah.
I remember someone was even advocating to remove the extra 1 point for the girls and said, but you see, the more we prioritize girl child, we are leaving the boy child at the end of the day. Looking at these people as weaklings maybe also keeps them as disadvantaged, makes them feel, but we've come far and they have achieved. So what is your take on that?
It is biblical that a woman is weak. It's nature.
I don't want to use the word weak. Let's use vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Not real. Vulnerability has a lot of attributes. And the cause, this is nature. When I talk about the weakness, in nature.
Okay, let's take that.
In nature, they are weak, and therefore they need to be supported. They need to be supported by men. And in considering that, that's why we are still advocating, and we are not neglecting a girl child. I mean a boy child. No, we are not neglecting a boy child, but we are saying, by nature, a girl is weak and needs support. You've given statistics about the rising number of graduates at universities. This is because of the advocating. The moment we stop talking about a girl child, statistics will start reducing now. Yes, and we can't stop. And if a person looks at it in a perspective that we are only advocating for a girl child, with time, if we reduce, we're going to see a decline. We can't stop. Because these are initiatives, these are all our efforts that is causing this.
Okay. I love the way you've put it. That should we stop this campaign or crusade and calling upon and reminding Ugandans we may have a setback in our, but also patience. I know there could be someone watching us and still maybe has a bias. What are some of the benefits of educating a girl child? Because one would think that, oh, children anyway. But what are some of those benefits of why should we even focus more on educating a girl child?
Reasons why we should focus more about educating girls. I'm taking an example of when a girl is illiterate and a boy is illiterate, their rate of suffering may not be the same. Because a girl who is not educated may suffer more than a boy who is not educated. Because boys have chances of doing those heavy jobs like potty, but
going
girls,
to a site and construction
girls cannot
site and
do that. Girls cannot do that. Girls can only have access to those white-collar jobs like sitting in offices, which needs to be educated. Therefore, girls should be educated because they don't manage those things of using much efforts. Another thing, it's about healthy benefits. Educated girls have much knowledge about sanitation. Like you've been talking about the sanitation of sanitary pads. Educated girls can have knowledge about those, how to use those sanitary pads, how to handle themselves when they're in menstruation periods, because girls mainly absent themselves when they are in menstruation periods because of lacking those sanitary pads. But if girls are educated, even in their health, they are likely to have good health because of education, knowing how to handle their self, taking care of their self to maintain hygiene. Another issue is of being so helpful to the country economically because of getting better jobs.
They're educated, they're earning.
Yes.
Well, very interesting. Why you should educate a girl. First, the country needs that educated woman. You've seen great women in this country because they were educated. But also talking about better managing themselves, having a bright future than what it could. You talked about a girl who's educated, a boy who's not educated, the challenges they face, that they are very different.
Yeah.
And the insecurities as well. We remember during COVID-19, I don't know what happened, but COVID made young girls pregnant.
Yeah.
Of course, the virus didn't. It doesn't impregnate, but the truth is, I don't know why during COVID-19 statistics of girls that had become pregnant were so high. At one time I asked, by the way, does this very, because how come? Because schools are closed, so many girls are becoming pregnant. So the community is not safe for these young girls, and we can only have them protected and safe while they are in school. So protect that girl child. Keep her in school. Don't just take her in school. Keep her until she's done with education. Don't say she did primary, now she can read, she can write, and that is it. We want to see her through the entire education journey. Time seems to be flying so fast. Luther, still coming back to the girl child. Changwanzi, if I'm not mistaken, is a cattle corridor in one way or the other. When I was in Changwanzi, of course, I saw many young girls into some rearing, some staying home. I don't know. One told me the responsibility of the young girls to look after the calves, you know, and the boys can take the cows. As a leader here, of what impact have you been to communities apart from having a school that prioritizes girl education?
I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I want to thank God that at least I'm one of those who have created an impact in the community when it comes to empowering, one, educating, empowering the girl child. Because I've moved to communities in the cattle corridor, I've gone to churches. You know, we have opportunities of churches and the mosques, and where we find people and talk to them. When you go to a church, with such a campaign of educating a girl child, they will not ask for a bottle of soda. There are communities where you can't gather them to bring any initiative
transport refund,
without transport refund,
facilitation.
But in the churches, you go, talk, speak about a girl child and the importance of educating a girl child. Two, apart from educating and doing trainings and workshops, I've also supported financially. Because I decided to have a good project, particularly to support those vulnerable girls. That's when now your term comes in. Those ones who are very vulnerable, at least because when you, there's a family empowered with a goat, and now they have a neighbor. They can milk and then the girl study.
So these stories are real?
They are real. They are grown.
Someone can start with one goat and then end up buying a cow. Just within like a year. They must be very intentional.
So because that's the route I can start with, because I'm just being patriotic, and I'm also promoting the legacy of our parents. So we are trying to make change. If we are not, if we still have the peace that we have today, my projection is that in 10 years, at least I would have covered the central region.
Well, that said, now I want to come back to Patience here. Time seems to be flying very fast. Patience, for a young girl in school, what message do you have for her?
I advise that young girl who is still in school to continue studying, because studying, we have seen that it has a lot of benefits. It's very important and useful to a girl child. I advise those girls who are still in school to continue studying, because studying, by the way, they say that education is the key to success. So I advise those young girls who are still in school to continue with their studies so that they can have a bright future. I advise them, as we are still in these holidays, though they are about to end, but try to protect yourself. Don't just move anyhow. Don't just engage in peer groups. Always listen to your parents' advices.
Okay. Don't just engage in peer groups or bad company, if we would say that, because whatever they promise you, if you study, if you're alive, you'll enjoy it at the right time. That's what I can tell you to the young girl there. There's a time for everything, and the Bible is very clear. So patience pays, work hard, read, whatever they can promise you. Those young, you'll get it when you're done. Lutamaguzi, I give you some time for your parting shot.
Thank you so much. It's a very, very critical moment. When we talk about a girl child, when we talk about the benefits, the hope that we are giving these young girls, the success that we are seeing, prominent leaders, women that we are talking about, this has been because of the peace, the security, the stability, political stability of this country. I can't forget that. Therefore, I want to appeal, one, to the citizens, my fellow citizens of this country, our beloved country, to maintain their peace. I've been traversing throughout this country to different parts of the districts. And we still have parents who even have fear. We shall not bring back our girls, students to school because we are scared. We don't know the outcome out of the elections because of some gospel that made people suspect violence. Therefore, as an advocate for a girl child, I want to call upon one community to remain calm, not to cause violence, not to spoil what we've been building throughout all these years. And two, now I want to call upon government now to create and have more funds for supporting the initiatives that support the girl child. Because at times we move without support. We are limited in funds. But if government can have a budget of funding these initiatives that are supporting the girl child, if this government can come up and back up the Minister for Education with the funds, I'm sure Mama can really do great wonders because she has tried to support us. Secondly, you complained about it, that people are complaining about the cutoff points at the university for girls. But me, as because of the facts I've seen on the ground, we still just need some more reducing of these cutoff points. However much that we are seeing an increase in the number of girls excelling academically, completing higher levels of education, but we still have those who cannot afford. And you know, the population of this country is increasing. You might say that they have exceeded, many girls have exceeded boys, but still we have a lot of girls who have not managed to make it. And we can't only focus on those ones who have excelled, but we also look at a number, imagine a big number that has failed to make it. And also increasing, when we were increasing the employment of the ladies, it is the key. You talked about it when you are talking about the ratio of female teachers with male teachers in schools. We still need government. I want to call upon government, and I trust I'm on the right platform. I want to call upon government. Whenever they advertise, have a number, a considerate number for the female. Let them be employed because they are so supportive. I'm an administrator. It is women who come to offices and cry for help. They are the ones that are doing much to support the education, the educating of the girl child. So I want to call upon the government to, as when you are recruiting, please have a number that you consider for at least increasing female employees in this government, in all sectors, because it is very key and very important. And lastly, I also want to call upon the citizens. This is, I'm not being political, but I'm part of this struggle. I'm part of this country, and I'm also a citizen. And I want to call upon people who are watching me. I want to call upon you to support this government, which is in power, because I'm from Chankwanza. I've moved from Chankwanza. I've not found any problem. The roads are clear. The security is there. we are moving, advocating for girl child, nobody is touching us. That's peace, and we need to maintain it. And I want to call upon you to support this NRM government, which has tried to put a foundation where all this, the peace we are enjoying today, is being prevailed.
Well, thank you so much. Our viewer, you've been with us from 6:30 till now, and we've been looking at empowering the girl child education with Katushabe Patiency, a student, and also Rutamaguzi Katamba Joshua, who is one of the people in Uganda that have had schools with special emphasis on the girl child. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow, God willing. Let's keep peace. Let's be very calm, and let's ensure that on the 15th, we all go and cast our vote in favor of the candidate of our choice. Have the best of your day. Good morning.
Live from UBC studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability.